go. Okay, the Hangout is on air. Good evening, good evening. Hey, Anna Gray, how are you? I am greeting people on Periscope, and you guys are looking. Hey, let me get in my screen there. You're looking at me on Google Hangout, and I have a special guest, Summer Coghill, on with me as well, and we may have one more special guest as well. I'm going to take off my glasses because these are really for driving. Let me get my other nerdy glasses on. I'm trying to get in. Sally, I sent you a Facebook message to get in. So let me see if, yeah. Sally, just let me know if you got my Facebook message to get in. So welcome, welcome. I'm so excited to have you guys here. It's exciting to be able to take you through. Oh, good, you're coming in. Hey, Caradon Fitness. So let me just quickly greet everyone on Periscope. Welcome, welcome. Make sure that you go to the bottom here and click on the person icon and share this with your followers or with anyone that wants to know about how to build your list. So sounds good. Okay, so let me just turn it around really quick. Thank you so much for joining tonight. This is Joy with Get Social with Joy. I'm excited to bring you a special webinar tonight, and the webinar is all about how to build your list in 30 days with me and my course that I'm offering, and I also have a special guest that's going to be talking about her course as well. So if you guys are ready, give me a yes, and we'll get started. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for the love, and thank you for the hearts. The hearts do mean something. They mean that you like what we're talking about, so I appreciate that. I'm really more interested in giving you value. So I'm going to turn my screen around so that we can start our slideshow. I've got some slides to show you. Hey, Ben, how are you? Roman, nice to see you. Here we go. 1 second. Okay, so you are looking at Google Hangouts if you're curious to know how we're doing this. Let me just see if I can get it positioned better. Okay, there we go. I think that will work. I'm going to hold that there. I'm going to move this over. There we go, right there. Okay, so I am going to screen share for you guys, and you're going to see a little bit of what I'm talking about. Thank you. I'm glad my Chevron backdrop gets so many comments, you guys. So funny. It's from Target, by the way. DIY, so it's nothing fancy. Okay, I need to share my entire screen, I believe. Let's try this. I've got a keynote presentation I want to give you guys. Don't worry about what's going on there. Okay. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. You guys ready? Grab a drink of water and get ready. Okay, so this is all about, if you're wondering where you're at, you are in the 30-day Aweber List Building Challenge webinar with me, myself, and a couple of guests. So this is Joy with Get Social with Joy. I do social media training for the non-techie entrepreneur. I help people break through their barriers and fear of technology, and I break it down for you. So I created this Aweber List Building Challenge. It is a 30-day course. Let me just go to my next slide here. So basically my idea was if I could show you how to build and how to create a free offer and build your list using Aweber, would you want to do it? And I got an overwhelming yes, yes, yes. People are looking to create something that builds community. They've heard, you know, it's all about the list. And I'm a huge fan of Chalene Johnson, so I'm a student of hers. She actually taught me how to create offers. So what I'm teaching you tonight is everything that I've learned from Chalene and some other people that have some amazing best practices. But I've broken it down into a small group coaching program for you so that you can learn alongside your peers as well. So this is what it is all about. So speaking of Chalene, I know you can't see it all on the screen because I'm kind of close, but basically it says, I'm going to back it up here for a second. It says, if you have an email list, dude, you have everything. This is Chalene Johnson's quote just the other day. So if you follow her on Periscope, you know that her All of her business has been built from a list. By the way, if you have any comments or questions, we do have a chat box going. I'm not able to see it right now, but my friend Sally is going to be able to moderate that. So I'm going to zoom in just a little bit for you guys here. So here's the thing. 5 reasons having an email list is your #1 asset in building. Can you guys think of 5 reasons? Give me something in the comments below if you're on Periscope, but I'm going to tell you the 5 reasons that I know to be true in terms of building your list. #1, to build relationships with your community off of any social media platform, you need a list. #2, you want to take the conversation from a broadcast or a status update to a deeper level. #3, you want to offer your community of like-minded followers something of value. Hey, Fox Modeling. #4, to build your base of prospects and grow your brand. And #5, this is an easy, super simple way to capture your prospects' attention and build trust and credibility. Give me a thumbs up if you agree with that. I'm going to back it out for a second because this screen is pretty big, and I know you guys on Periscope can't see it all. Okay, and I can't wait for landscape mode for Periscope because this will make webinars so much easier. Okay, so this 30-day course is for you so think about this, you guys. Here's some things that you want to ponder before you decide if this is for you. If you are giving value on social media channels, but you have no way to take those conversations offline, you don't have a system in place, you are frustrated that you aren't building lasting connections, that you're just hitting and missing people on the different social media channels. You're tired of getting likes and hearts and no real engagement. You want to create a community, but you have no idea what that means or how to do it. You want to offer ongoing value and build tribes of like-minded people. You want to work smarter, not harder. And you want to do this, you just don't know how. So here's some ideas for you. I'm just going to show you some examples of freemiums and opt-ins. So freemium, basically, if you're new to that word, it just basically means that you are creating something of value that you can offer for free to your prospects. So here's some examples of ones that I have done using Aweber. So I created basically a recipe book. I had collected all kinds of recipes throughout the years and had been doing a program and started creating my own recipes. So I found a source to create a PDF for me, created a PDF, put a really nice 3D cover on it, put it inside Aweber as a sign-up form, and boom, I was able to promote that on my Facebook page and get hundreds of clients, hundreds of people that I wouldn't have been in front of by offering them this recipe book that were recipes inspired by a program that I did. So that's one. And then here, of course, you can see kind of how the form looked, how the sign-up form looked. Can you guys see that on Periscope? See the branding? What's beautiful about Aweber is that you get to keep your branding intact throughout all of your forms, your sign-up forms. There's just tons of opportunities. And then my next freemium was 5 days to lose it. Eat more healthy fat, lose more weight. So I put together basically a 5-day fat blast. I put it into a PDF, put a nice cover on it, and then put it inside Aweber as a sign-up form for people to download. Okay. The next one I did was for my social media course. I developed a branding, a course on basically my top tips for Periscope when Periscope came out. And then I did a Periscope cheat sheet. And then I did a 3-day Instagram challenge. So all of these are sign-up forms, forms that you can put on any social media channel to offer prospective clients, to give people something of value. I did a praying wife challenge, so I was able to reach an audience of like-minded people. I did a PhotoFi tutorial challenge. I did a 1-minute scope challenge, and I did a sign up for my free social media tips and tutorials. So you can see there's just so many opportunities that you can use a program like Aweber. And I wanted to beta test this idea. Give me a yes if you guys are still with me on Periscope. So I beta tested this idea with a good friend of mine and a fellow Beachbody coach, and I'm going to bring her on in a moment. And her name is Summer, and she wanted to put together, she's a Christian woman, and she wanted to put together something that would bring like-minded people into her fold, so to speak. So we talked about it, and she said, you know what, I think I want to do a devotional for the overwhelmed mom. Now, Summer is an amazing woman. At the time, she had 2 children, and she was pregnant with her third, and she just had her third baby in the last couple of weeks. So she has a testimony here that I know you can't see on Periscope, but I'll read it to you. She says, I knew I needed to provide something free and of value to the people who are following me on my social media platforms. Joy helped me narrow down the kind of freemium I wanted to provide based on my brand. In my case, I chose to write a 7-day devotional and have a private Facebook group where people who sign up for my offer can come together. I am not tech savvy at all, so the thought of using a service like Aweber to build my list and provide my people with a free offer was overwhelming. Joy took me step by step through the process and started showing me how Aweber works. For someone like me who needed a lot of hand-holding, this was quite the process, but Joy made it simple by showing me how to enter my emails into the service, along with text, graphics, and videos, and how to create lists, and how to share my offers on social media in such a way that were timely and attractive to my audience. I have only completed 3 free offers, but now have a list of almost 600. Get it? Now, just think about this for a minute, you guys. She has a list of 600 new people. And she started this list basically in April, just from sharing the freemiums on social media. So I'm going to exit out of here really quick. Hopefully, there we go. Let's see if I can go back to our webinar. Screen share, stop. And I want to introduce you to my friend, Summer Coghill. So Summer, I'm going to bring you on the screen so you're front and center. So Summer, I'm just like a proud mama when I think of you always. And I just want you to tell us. So first of all, congratulations to Summer. She just had baby Jonah, and look at her. She looks amazing. And now she's, I said, do you think you could come on and maybe say something about what you learned along the way and how this course helped you? And I want you to tell me kind of like your initial frustrations or your initial like apprehensions when we started talking about, because you're a Beachbody coach, and just kind of the process you went through to decide, yes, I want to do a devotional, which obviously doesn't have anything at all to do with a Beachbody coach. Talk us through that, the whole process.
Sure. Well, I knew that I wanted, I am a Beachbody coach, and the people I want to help are people like me. And I was having troubles finding those kind of people. I was having troubles finding the people with the same values and interests and that kind of thing, because when I build my team on Beachbody, I want coaches who are, Jesus seekers or followers, are looking, to grow in their faith. And I just wasn't finding that. And I was desiring to provide something to the people on my social media platforms that was just free and that had nothing to do with fitness or nutrition, honestly. I just wanted to share my heart with people. And so I think where the devotionals came from was I was doing my own devotions every day, and I just thought, well, why can't I just turn these into something that I provide to people who need them? I wouldn't be doing a whole bunch of extra work because I'm already writing out my devotionals every single day. And so that's where the idea came from. I could both, connect with people like me, and I wouldn't be doing a whole bunch of extra work in creating these premiums. So that's where the devotionals came from, and I think you and I had talked about doing a 21-day devotional, but that was overwhelming to me because I mean, you can ask Joy. I was overwhelmed by the whole thought of doing this because I'm not good with computers. I didn't even know what building a list meant when we started working together. So the whole thought of doing any of this was just like Joy sort of had to coach me along and encourage me because I was scared to do it. But so we narrowed it down to do a 7-day devotional. I thought if I can do one 7-day devotional every month and provide that to my followers, then that would be something great, a great way to connect with people like me. So that's how it started, and really it took a lot of hand-holding. I mean, I didn't know how to. I didn't know what Aweber was. I didn't know, I don't have any of the tech savvy knowledge or terminology down. I was really probably pretty pitiful to Joy to try to teach, but she did a great job at just walking me through the whole process of learning what Aweber service does, helping me narrow down, what it is I wanted to provide to the people I wanted to connect with, and how to use Aweber to do that.
Did you feel like when you were going through this process, Summer, that it was it became easier? Like after you did the first one, did it become easier?
Yeah. The second and third ones were like a piece of cake, and honestly, I would probably have more done by now. I just, with my last trimester of pregnancy and having a couple extra kids here, I've written them, I just haven't put them. But I bet you it would take me, I don't know, an hour to put each offer into. So I have 3 written up. It'll probably take me an hour to put each offer into Aweber and get it going. So yeah, it becomes easier each time. Yep. Yeah,
and it's funny because you were at the beginning, you had a lot of questions when you were first launching your first one, and now it's like I rarely hear from you, and all I see is your free offers on Facebook, and I'm like, yes, she's doing another one.
Yeah, no, it's really a blessing. I mean, now I feel like, okay, I have these 3 written up, and whenever I get to it, I can put them in. But the 3 offers I have done, I've put them out there each, I think, 2 or 3 times. So the great thing is it's this evergreen system, which I had no idea what that meant, but I'm reusing this content and reaching more people each time I put it out there. So I think the first time I put my first offer out there, I got like 120 new people approximately per offer. But each time I put it out there, I get another 100 or so people wanting to sign up for it. And then those people, I would say a good third of them are getting moved into my Facebook group, is where I'm building the relationships.
And then do you think that, well, tell me how it's affected your Beachbody business.
Well, like I said, putting them in that Facebook group and being able to bring the conversation somewhere else where it's more intimate than just, a Facebook status post, it has helped. I'm pretty sure I have, I don't know, I would say 15 to 20 people come out of that Facebook group for my devotionals that have become challengers in my challenge groups, or done my free clean eating group, or even a couple that have signed up as coaches because of it. And that's not because I mentioned anything about Beachbody in my Facebook group, because I don't. It's just taking the conversations outside, messaging people, and building those relationships that has really helped. So
that's awesome. And are these people that you would have never found before?
Never. No, I never would have found before, because I wasn't offering anything free, and I mean, you can only show so many pictures of you working out and you eating healthy. I mean, but there has to be, and I put devotionals out on Instagram every day, not devotionals, but scripture and that kind of stuff, and people like it, but that's as far as it goes, is those people liking it. So this has taken those people who like those daily scriptures I put on Instagram and signed up for my daily devotionals, and then because of that, I've been able to build the relationships. Yeah,
and build that tribe of like-minded people, like you said, because what we found was when we were like trying to brainstorm ideas for you, we were looking at your post that you had on your Facebook wall, and it was very clear that your post around Jesus and your post around spiritual, your walk with God, were so well received. I mean, if you haven't read Summer Coghill's, any of her Facebook posts, you have to go follow her, because she really lives her message, and she was starting to connect with women online that wanted to hear more from her, because her likes and her comments were going crazy, but she wasn't sure how to, other than direct messaging them, how to put them all and cluster them all together, because they all were saying similar things and were very responsive to what Summer was talking about, and she literally was just talking about her life and her journey and her walk with God and where she's been and where she is now. And that just resonates with people. So in that particular case, we knew right off the bat, you got to do something around like a devotional. And sure enough, it just, it was like a gold mine for her in terms of connecting with women that she maybe would not have had a deeper relationship with, before. So,
yeah, and I also wanted to say, Joy, another thing that's been a real blessing is when you give people something for free, they're going to tell their friends. So I have so many people who grab Summers, or they've shared that link to my devotional. People I have no idea who they are, but because they did the devotional and it really helped them. They're giving it to their aunt or their sister or their mom or their daughter, and so the word of mouth spreads too when you give them. I mean, it's free and it's a value, and so people want that. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Summer, for jumping on, and congrats on your success with your freemiums and
for helping me, Joy.
You're welcome. So thank you again. Bye. Okay, we're going to go back and get back to our presentation here, if I can figure out how to do that. Here we go. Screen share back on. And I am going to go back to where we were and pick up where we left off at. Okay. So you heard from Summer, real life testimonial of how she used Aweber and our coaching program to get her off the ground in terms of building her first free offer. And literally, that's all she needed. And that's all I know for a fact. I know that with 30 days of coaching, you're going to be able to do that as well. And you're going to have some amazing ideas that come out of our group coaching session. So super excited to work with you. So let's talk about the old way of collecting emails and then the new way. And I'm going to back out for a little bit for those that are on Periscope. Okay, so the old way. Now this is how you would have collected emails and sent them information, what we would consider like outbound marketing in the old school. Okay, in the old days, you would ask for an email. The new way, Aweber or Mailchimp, you would create an email and an opt-in once and send to many on demand. So you create once and you repurpose it multiple times. As Summer said, it's evergreen, meaning it's going to last forever. In the old way, you would have to send each person an email. It would be very, very time consuming, obviously. The new way, the Aweber way, all you have to do is publish your sign-up link, which is your form. You get a link when you go through creating a form. You'll just get a link and you'll publish that. It'll look professional. And the old way, very unprofessional. You can't brand it. You can't put images around it. There's no sign-up form. Again, you're doing everything one-off. The new way, Aweber way, or Mailchimp, lots of branding opportunities, very professional looking. The old way, sending through your email inbox, outbox, you risk spamming and you risk low delivery rates. And then the Aweber, low spam rates, high deliverability. The old way, you get where I'm going, right? You have to recreate every single, what we call a campaign, from scratch. Each time, every time. There's no like duplicating stuff. The new way, you have templates, you have the ability to copy and paste one idea to another idea and just grab and go, plug and play. On the old way, manually follow up on each email. How time consuming is that? And in the new way, automatic emails get delivered on your schedule. So you can set up like a drip, what we call autoresponders in Aweber, they're called autoresponders, so that the moment that someone signs up, let's say in the case of Summer, she did a devotional, and if she did a 7-day devotional, she would have an email go out at a certain time every single day for 7 days. The old way, as you know, is a lot of work, right? Give me a yes if you know that's a lot of work. The new way, obviously, very efficient. So what is Aweber? Aweber is basically a mailing program. It's like a place where you can collect emails, you can do autoresponders, you can have sign-up forms. It's a way for you to be able to segment your followers and your list and create really, really professional, highly branded sign-up forms that you can give high value on your different social media platforms. So Aweber has a 30-day free trial, which is nice, and then $19 a month for your first 500 subscribers, which is an awesome, awesome deal. The customer service with Aweber, I have to say, is top-notch. I can pretty much chat with them during the day at, pretty much all day long. I can chat with them, and they are super responsive and helpful. And that's one thing that I look at when I choose a program. And I originally had chosen another program, and they didn't have great customer service, and this one has amazing customer service. They have email support as well and phone support, but I love being able to do the online chat. And then as you go up in subscribers, it will grow with you from $29 a month on up. So it's really, really a great program. And then the cool thing about Aweber is that they have great analytics. So you can see at a glance how many subscribers you had today, how many subscribers you have in your total database. You can see, here's an example of my list. So if we have any Beachbody coaches watching tonight, I was able to export my list from Beachbody. I was able to segment my list based on if they purchased, if they got free samples of Shakeology, if they purchased say Body Beast, I would put them into a list, and then I would be able to intelligently market to them via this list by sending them information on email. And then of course I have email sign-up forms that you saw earlier for my different social media trainings. So really, really highly, highly segmented and easy to use once you learn. So you're probably curious now, like, what will I learn, Joy, in this 30 days to creating a freemium course if I sign up? Okay, so what you're going to learn, I'm going to zoom in for my Periscope users. You're going to have access to the templates I use. Not creative, no worries. I'll give you access to my templates to get you kick-started on your way to designing great eye-catching graphics. You're going to have a weekly online group coaching webinar with me. Each week we'll spend an hour together reviewing our step-by-step tutorials to help you, walk you through from step one to all the way through to the end of publishing your freemium. We'll have some chats on Periscope even, possibly. We can do some private chats if you are on Periscope. We can do nuts and bolts tutorial. We'll be doing that to take you through kind of the back end of how you actually set up Aweber. I understand that a lot of my clients are not technical, and I really like to think that I can help you break through those barriers. I'm going to give you step-by-step tutorials on how I create freemium offers, and then we'll do weekly check-ins and reviews. So in the 4 weeks, you're going to go from nothing to at least one freemium. So how does that sound for you guys?
Joy?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Can you share your screen on the Google Hangout piece and show that screen you were just showing to the Periscope?
The course details?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not showing on the...
Well, that's weird. Can you guys see it? Because I'm on Periscope right now, and I'm looking at it.
On Periscope, but when you're looking at the Google Hangouts where the webinar is online, it's just you.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, the Periscope viewers can see it. So you're saying the Google Hangout folks can't see it.
Right.
I don't know what's going on, Sally.
Well, just go over and just turn it around and see. Maybe when it went to summer and then it came back, I don't think the screen...
Right. Okay, let me do it again. Let's try it again. Entire screen. Share.
Yes.
And then here.
And just so you know, the chat box isn't working on the webinar at the bottom.
That's okay. I saw that.
Okay. That's okay. I wanted to make sure you knew.
Okay. How about now, Sally?
Yes, that looks great. Thank you. That looks wonderful.
Okay, so just quickly, 4-week group coaching program. We're going to do it in a small group coaching program. you are going to have access to the templates that I use. So you know all those sign-up forms that I showed you at the beginning of the webinar. You're going to have a quick look at those. I'm going to show you how I created those using a program like Canva. That is my favorite program, so we'll probably spend a week just getting your graphics together. We'll brainstorm. We'll spend a week just getting to know you and your businesses and the value that you offer on your different social media platforms. And I will help you hone in on what exactly I think you should be offering as a freemium. You will be totally blown away because, as Shalene said, that we are so close to our gifts and the value that we offer, we don't really realize sometimes that we have the ability to offer so much value to our followers. So I'm going to help you kind of take the blinders off and teach you what it is that I think that you can offer. You're going to be surprised. You're already doing things that you can offer of value. You're just not using your gifts. So I'm going to teach you how to put that all in a package. Hey, Lauren, how are you? We're going to do some mobile group chats. We're going to go through nuts and bolts tutorial where I take you through the technical setup of the back end of Aweber. And I do understand not a lot of you come in with a lot of technical expertise. Please do not be worried. I'll hold your hand, as Summer said. I take you through that. I'll talk you off the ledge when you get worried. And I'll offer you step-by-step tutorials on how I have used Aweber to create freemiums for everything from the silliest little things that you might think are silly, and Sally can attest to this, to things that are a little bit more in-depth, a little bit more substantial. And then we'll do some weekly check-ins and review. You, as Shalene said today, I just want to say this, what Shalene said. She said, likes and followers don't pay the bills. So if you are all jazzed about Periscope and you love that you've gotten a bajillion hearts, the question is, that Shalene asked, does it pay your bills? The answer is no.
Nope.
No. Right?
No.
That's right. Do the number of followers on Periscope pay your bills? Probably not, unless, and Sally knows this because she's doing it awesome, unless you have a call to action. And a call to action is in the form of offering them something of value so that you can get to know them, they can get to know you, like, and trust you. 30-day course. Again, remember, just to reiterate, if you are giving something on your social media channels besides throwing up product, I'm talking about if you're giving them tips, if you're showing things that someone finds of value and people are liking what you're giving them, you can create freemiums out of pretty much anything. If you're frustrated that you're not building lasting connections and you're just doing status updates and people don't really take the conversation beyond that, if you're tired of getting likes and hearts and no real engagement, if you want to create a community or a tribe, as we call it, if you want to offer ongoing value and you want to work smarter, not harder, and you want to do this, but you just don't know how. You keep hearing people talking about this, and you're like, oh my gosh, I need help. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to start, so I'm just not going to do it. I don't want you to feel that way anymore. I want to help you. I want you to sign up. If you are ready for this, if you're committed, I am literally, I'm only taking a small handful of people through my first course, and the price is going up at midnight tomorrow night. So if you're ready to commit, I suggest that you hop on my offer, and you'll get this offer in your email. If you signed up for my webinar, you'll get it in my email coming out. And if you have not signed up, please direct message me so I can get you the link to get the information on this course. So again, getsocialwithjoy.com/Aweber is the sign-up link. And I wish we could take questions on the Google Hangout, but it looks like we had some technical difficulties with the actual chat box, which is fine. We can you can direct message me on Twitter. I'm at Joy Polson. You'll find me if you're watching me on Periscope right now. You can see that my name, Joy Polson. Just direct message me. on Twitter, and we can follow up. So we talked a lot about the service that I'm offering a course on, Aweber, which is, again, a mailing service that allows you to do all those whizzy-wow things to create freemiums, offers, build lists, etc. I have a friend and colleague, Sally Hendrick, that is just a really has become a really, really dear friend of mine, because we are very like-minded and we love helping people. That's what it's all about. So she has some offers for you as well on a program that she uses that is just as good, and it's called Mailchimp. So I'm going to bring her on the line for the last few minutes, and you'll get to ask questions of her. So if you're still in our Periscope chat, please make sure that you go ahead and ask questions, and I can moderate those questions as she comes on. So here's Sally.
Hello. Can you see me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I do a very similar program to Joy, and I'm very thankful that she has allowed me to come on here with her. One thing that I want to reassure all of you is that no matter what email program you choose, the concepts are very similar. You collect leads, you set up automated return messages, you have an easier way of managing content and getting it out to the people that sign up for your information. Don't make it hard. Like Joy mentioned before, freemiums don't have to be difficult. You could, like, one of my freemiums is my top 10 favorite online tools. And I have a little description of those. And I believe that it's kind of like the full package. If you have those tools and you use those, then you could really do a lot with your business. The program that I am most familiar with for emailing is Mailchimp. Aweber and Mailchimp are very similar. They do have some differences, and obviously there are going to be people who like one versus the other. What I like about Mailchimp is that it is free when you first get started, up to 2,000 subscribers, with a very limited amount of features available. And once you access the features, which you will quickly decide that you probably will want those, like automation, things like that, with multiple series, you would probably want to upgrade to the paid version and then collect more and more leads as you go. The nice thing about it as well is that when you do a class like the one Joy is proposing and like the one that I'm starting next week, we will show you step by step. Here's what you do. Here's what you offer. Here's how to set up a sales funnel. Here's how to set up a class you may want to teach. Here's how you set up some sort of challenge. A lot of you may be Beachbody coaches out there. I've been a Beachbody coach for 18 months, and I've recently delved into the online teaching world for other things because that's where my passion is. But I still do the Beachbody coaching as well. And the nice thing is that my people that I deal with online that are also using all these tools, other types of coaches and business owners, they all want to get fit too. So it helps you to reach out into a whole brand new community that is not your typical friends list, not your typical friends and family, the people you went to high school with. So look at it as being something that you can really expand into a whole new group, a whole new club, if you will, and find something out there that puts you in, gives you something in common with other people so that you can really hone in on your skills of communicating with people. My program, if you want to check it out, you can go to my website at go-sally-go.com/get-email-it. And I'm going to write it because I really don't like the name of it. I wish I didn't have all that on there. But I'm going to write it down just because if you want to go check it out, you can. It's still up there. I did a live webinar last week with Joy, and the nice thing about doing that with Joy was that I got a different perspective on how she does her webinars, and then she asked me to come in on hers, and it's very nice that we can complement each other in that way. And I'm going, I don't even know if you can see it because of the light. Let's see, maybe not. No, go-sally-go.com
Um,
/email. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Just go to go-sally-go.com and just connect with me on there. Join Success Club. Send me a message on Facebook. We're all over the place. You can't miss us. Isn't that right?
right, we are.
I mean, we're out there every single day. So really, this is more about Joy's webinar, and I'm just happy to be here and support her and know that whatever you do out there in the online world is that you're not necessarily in competition with everybody else. You are out there trying to brand yourself and be who you are and find the people that you identify with. And one of the best ways to do that is to get started communicating with people, capturing their emails, so on and so forth, and really creating a following that way. So that's really all I want to say. Anything else?
Thank you so much, Sally.
You're welcome.
So definitely check out Sally if you're interested in Mailchimp. We do offer, like I said, we're both like-minded entrepreneurs, and we both want to see each other succeed, and we just want to help you. At the end of the day, we want to help you get started, because a lot of you are just missing this one component. As Chalene Johnson said today on her Periscope, she said 80% of your call to actions, 80% of your social media stuff should be offering something of value. You should have a call to action. So 80% of your stuff should have freemiums attached to it, because you want to build. If you are wondering, how do I get more followers? How do I make connections? I'm so tired of doing the same old and not getting the same results maybe I used to get. We are getting in a saturated market on Facebook. And if you're only using Facebook to create connections and you're not thinking outside the box just a little bit and creating offers and creating value that you can give to your prospects, then you are missing a golden opportunity to create additional streams of revenue for you. You're wondering, like, okay, so I do a freemium, and then what? The freemium is just the first point of entry. It connects you to a person that you would have never connected with before, more than likely. You're giving them something that they needed. They will be loyal to you. They will watch for your next email. You will continue to give them value, value. It's all based on Gary Vaynerchuk's book, Jab, 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 Right Hook, right? You want to continue to give them value, because then when they're ready, they're going to turn to who? They're going to turn to you. That's who they're going to turn to. So make sure that you think through this, that you really, really start to, invest in you, because Periscope is fun. We all love Periscope. It's my favorite broadcasting tool. But I also know that if you're on there without a purpose and you're not serving out your passion to serve other people, you are missing a great opportunity, okay? People need to take that to the next step. And I see so many out there that are using Periscope or Facebook or whatever social media platform, Instagram. You're not taking clients or prospects to that next level. You're not developing that relationship because maybe you just don't know how. And so we have developed, Sally and I, 2 different courses, 2 different platforms, same ideas, to get you to that next step. I mean, let's just take it at the very simplest level. When you're thinking, if you're thinking in your head right now, and you can't get out of your head like, I don't have anything to offer, Chalene Johnson offered a free freemium on how she does her bangs. Okay? As simple as that, right? People were so curious how she did her hair. It was a quick video offer, freemium, where they signed up and they got her little style tips. So don't overthink it is the point. Make sure that you sign up. The link is right there in the broadcast that you're watching right now. GetSocialWithJoy.com/Aweber, or reach out to me on Facebook, Twitter, etc., Periscope. You can reach me multiple places, as well as Sally. So I don't see too many questions coming in from Aaron. It looks like he got on our Google chat, and Periscopers are not asking too many questions right now. So I think we are going to wrap it up. I so appreciate your time. Thank you, Sally, for jumping on. And for those of you that are watching the replay, I hope you watched it to the end, and I hope you decide to invest in you. Again, the offer will go away at midnight on Thursday night, and Sally has her own set of offers as well with expiration dates. So, hey, Coach Karen, did you have any questions? This is a Periscope user coming in. Get Fit Like Me Too. We are wrapping up our broadcast, but if you signed up for the webinar, let me just put in the, sorry. If you signed up for the webinar, you will get the replay. So make sure that you have signed up for the webinar. If you are ready to be one of my select few that I'm taking through, we start September 1st. I don't know if I mentioned that. So the deadline is fast approaching, and the actual special offer of $179 to get in my 30-day boot camp for developing your freemium expires at midnight tomorrow night. So any questions on Periscope before we finish our hangout here? Any questions, Periscopers? I see we've got a few on, but I think some of you are, yeah, it looks like quite a few of you are from the web. Jackie Bernardi, Karen Fern, Millie, any questions that you have for me before we close it out? Thank you so much for joining. I so appreciate your time tonight. Again, this is Joy, Get Social with Joy. Make sure you ask me your questions here or on Twitter. I can't wait to help you get started on your 30-day premium. Join late, so next time. No worries if you registered for the webinar, Coach Karen, or just message me. I can send you the replay. Just message me on Twitter. Okay? Thank you so much again. Joy, getsocialwithjoy.com/Aweber to get more information on the course. Thank you, Sally, for jumping on. We will talk to you later. Bye-bye.